Hello and welcome back to the Arcane Forge and to day 30 of the Drawtober challenge, an illustration challenge where I try and draw every single month throughout every single month, what am I talking about? Every single day throughout this month of October. We are so close to succeeding, guys. The inspiration for all of these drawings are the randomly generated prompt words that you should be able to see on the screen right now. And today, the penultimate prompt is acid. Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with for this one, but for me, well, I've already finished my drawing. I get to talk about it now. So why don't we just do that? Why don't we get started and talk about day 30? So recently, I found myself getting very, very excited because I love Halloween. Halloween's about to come up, but I'm moving house. I'm not really going to have a chance to decorate things for Halloween. I'm still sort of unpacking boxes and stuff like that. I think my version of Halloween is going to be a movie marathon with some creepy movies. And also in the UK, we don't really celebrate Halloween that much, which is a bit of a shame because I feel like it's everyone's favourite holiday. It's definitely one of mine. I've been to America a fair bit, been lucky enough. And with that comes an overwhelming sense of jealousy over how much you guys celebrate Halloween. Your homes are like decked out with things. There's always like on your porches, there's always like skeletons and rocking chairs and pumpkins and all this kind of stuff. I like that. I want to bring that to my home here. But I was telling a friend of mine the other day that I think I've had like 5 trick-or-treaters come and visit any home that I've lived in my whole life, probably. It's not really celebrated over here that much. You get sort of specially packaged foods, there's a lot more sweets being sold and all this kind of stuff just in case. There are Halloween costumes and stuff. People go out to parties, basically. I think it's more of a thing where people go to... we're a big society of drinkers here in the UK, so I think it's more of a kind of when you're a teenager or whatever and it's time to go drinking, it's an excuse to put on a costume and go out for a drink, basically. That's kind of how we celebrate Halloween. But, I grew up watching American media and I always wanted to kind of have that experience. I never went trick-or-treating myself, but I'm a big dork, basically. I want a dorky Halloween. I want to, make decorations and things. I like getting into crafts and all this kind of stuff. So I like carving pumpkins and all that. So that's what I want to do with Halloween. But I think it's going to be a next year thing. Either way, one of the other things that I'm very excited about, and I get excited about throughout the whole year, is cooking Christmas dinner. And with Halloween coming up, that is my signal to be, it's okay to be excited about Christmas now. I am usually excited about Christmas throughout the whole year, but now, November is just around the corner, which means I can start actually planning and not seem like a completely crazy person. And if Christmas is around the corner, then that means the Arcane Forge tradition of Dragon December, a whole month of dragon-themed content throughout December, is nearly here. My patrons have already voted on what Monster Mondays they want to do, and I've got a few other videos that if I can find time for them, I'm going to put in there. But basically, seeing my patrons voting on what dragons they want me to draw right now has made me a little bit dragon-obsessed. I have dragons on the brain right now. So, for the prompt word acid, believe it or not, like 4 or 5 minutes in, I'm actually finally getting to the point. For the prompt word acid, I knew I had to draw a black dragon spewing a torrent of acidic breath, regurgitating all this acidic liquid, so that A, I could get a bit of dragon practice in before Dragon December, and B, because that seems like a lot of fun. And I've already covered chromatic dragons, so it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to draw like a specific chromatic dragon again. So I thought, have another excuse to draw a dragon. Get a black dragon on the go, because there are so many different types of dragons. I don't think chromatic ones are likely to come up in their individuality. But yeah, so I decided to draw a black dragon, perfect for the kind of inks that I'm using, spewing this torrent of acidic breath onto a wizard in the bottom right hand corner there, who is putting up some sort of dome of force, this kind of force field, in order to protect themselves from this wave of slime that would almost certainly dissolve them. This drawing was great fun because I kind of went in and I did my normal line work stuff for the right hand side of the page. I had to wear gloves. I've been wearing gloves for a couple of days now, just because these pens smudge quite a lot. And I got so excited that I wanted to draw like the bottom right hand corner, which is where my hand's going to be, so they're going to smudge a lot. But I'd already sketched out roughly what I wanted this dragon to look like, and I decided, because the pens that I use don't interact very well with the inks that I use to kind of paint with, that I would go in and do a kind of more concept art style, kind of go in with the shading and, I suppose, in inverted commas, colouring of this black dragon, with layers upon layers of different washes, to kind of pick out layers of details and see where the drawing takes me, essentially. And then to do line work over the top, which I think turned out quite nicely. It's a little bit more messy than I would usually like to do, but I'm starting to feel my kind of Drawtober fatigue. I'm looking forward to this being over, but I was very excited to draw a dragon. So, yeah, a little bit of messiness is okay, as long as the drawing gets done, and it's easy to tell that this is a black dragon spewing acid for the acid prompt. So, I hope that much is visible. I definitely had fun with this one. I didn't have as much time as I'd hoped to finish it, so that's why it's a little bit sort of scribbly and a little bit messy, but it was still lots of fun, and I quite liked seeing the dragon emerge in layers rather than, drawing the dragon and then kind of working around it. Put shading and things like that on afterwards, so that I didn't have to do lots and lots of layers of brush pen work to kind of make up for the pen work that inevitably got washed away when I put sort of washes over the top. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's prompt. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I wonder how many others of you did a black dragon alongside me, or if you did like a vial of acid or something like that. I'm excited to hop over onto Instagram and see what you guys came up with. But yeah, that's our penultimate day, guys. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow for the final day of Drawtober and for Halloween. So if you're not too busy carving pumpkins and getting trick-or-treaters, I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 31, the final day of Drawtober. And until then, I hope you have a fantastic day anyway. Bye!